Libra, thanks for joining me. This is your horoscope for November 2016. It's really nice to be with you. Now, I've had a look at the main things coming up in November, the significant changes. And I'm going to have a look at how these impact you directly as a Libra. Have a look at the forecast for your rising sign, as well as your moon sign, if you want to get a really in-depth overview for November. But as far as sun sign Libras are concerned, your Mars is in Capricorn in your 4th house until the 9th of November. So you start the first week and a bit here of November, the first 9 days, really focused and really working very hard on your most personal, intimate relationships. It seems to me like you're trying to make things better before the festive season here. You're really working hard to transform things. And it's also like almost like a personal mission that you've set yourself. I'm going to make these things better if it kills me. So it doesn't feel fun. It doesn't feel like you're interested in the other people as such. It almost looks like this is a personal goal you've set and you're going to do it regardless of what other people think. So just take a breath and step back from that a little bit and say, okay, what am I doing here and why am I doing it? And why is it so important that I make all of this work? Am I concerned with what the neighbors think, or do I really care about these people? And just try and get some answers that'll help you to not become so driven to make something work, even without knowing what you're doing it for. Now on the 9th, Mars then hops over the cusp into your 5th house in Aquarius, and you ease off now, family, and I think you start to become much more focused on exchanging ideas and spending a positive, nice, warm and fuzzy time with romantic partners and your own family. So if you're lucky enough to have a partner and children, then the drive is going to be totally off, your birth family or these people who are your relatives, and you focus on your own family, your own unit, and you become very magnanimous. That's a big word. You become very generous and very selfless. And that's now in place for the rest of the month here. So you're going to be a nice person to have around because you're going to be very willing and very cooperative and say, yes, dear, I will do that for you. Yes, I will. Very, very pleasant. And you're really going to feel a sense of fulfillment by being of service to others, and you're going to just enjoy doing it. On the 12th of November, Venus, the planet of love and beauty, goes into Capricorn in your 4th. So whereas you were totally obsessed and driven to make your relationships better, now with Venus going into your 4th, you actually start to enjoy and love spending time around your actual birth family or the people who you've chosen to be your family. And you will continue to work on it to make it better, the relationships better, but you'll actually start to love and enjoy the actual process. So it's not just become, or it's not just stayed a personal sense of achievement and like this goal that you've got in mind for personal accomplishment. It's something that you actually feel and enjoy doing. So that serves you very well because we are going into the festive season here. Thanksgiving for certain is going to be something that you enjoy, and just being around other people is going to be very pleasant and comfortable for you. Now on the 13th, we've got Mercury going into Sagittarius in your 3rd house. And this is really fun because you become much chattier. You stop being introspective. You stop focusing on your own emotions so much and kind of trying to analyze things. And you become much more focused on telling stories, going to dinner parties, having fun, enjoying yourself and just being upbeat. I think you also have the ability to plan ahead, making actual concrete plans in the future with other people, how you can get together, how you can enjoy yourself, and how to bring more positive people around you. So this is very kind of relationship oriented for you here, Libra. Very positive. The full moon happens on the 14th of November. That happens in Taurus in your 8th. And the full moon is when we're really affected by the moon most strongly. That's when it affects us the most. And this full moon isn't just a regular full moon, it's a super moon. So this moon is going to be closer to the Earth than it's been at any other time so far this century, and it's not going to be as close as it is on the 14th of November until 2034. So this is the 5th supermoon this year, and we have one more left in December, on the 14th of December in Gemini. But that's why this year has been so intense in many ways, because when the moon is nearer to us, we feel it more profoundly. Now, this is in your 8th house, and I really think that you're going to get some sort of good news around your social standing. What that means is if you're working in an institution like a hospital or a company or something, you're going to get some good news. Smith has done the report very well, we're all going to applaud him. Or you get a promotion, or they say, yes, we have approved this application to transfer. Or it could even be the institution of your family. Oh my God, we thought you were such a we always had this one opinion of you, and now we just see that you're this amazing, wonderful person. We love you so much. It's like people applauding you and success. It's like the 6 of Wands in the tarot. It's people cheering you on and saying, well done, we really appreciate you, you're doing well, we like you. So that's a very positive full moon, and it feels like a personal gift as far as you're concerned, Libra. And the gift, again, has to do with relationships, and that's what November is all about for you. On the 19th and 20th, Neptune, the planets of dreams and aspirations, goes direct in your 6th house, and it's in Pisces. Now, Neptune is an outer planet. It moves very, very, very slowly, and it's in Pisces every 160 plus years. So it's in Pisces from 2011 until 2026. So we've got another 10 years. But Neptune rules Pisces, so it's happily placed. And Neptune in Pisces is like being able to tune into the spiritual frequency of your life and the way it's going to look, especially your day-to-day life. Now that it's going direct, it's almost like you can tune into that frequency and see what you're trying to achieve when it comes to your day-to-day life. And it's almost like you can interview your higher self and say, listen, what is it that you actually want out of this lifetime when it comes to other people? That's really important, you know, because as we develop and grow, if you ask any teenager, are you going to have a family and kids? Most of them say, oh no, I'm never going to have kids. Ask them again in their 30s and they're like, oh my God, I'd love to have a family. So we grow and develop. But if you're uncertain, or if you're not clear, or if you want to double check what you're actually trying to achieve, because sometimes, you know, it's important to know, I want to be in a long-term relationship, because if I know that, then I can actually go out and be aware of people who may be interested, or go on dates, or whatever it is, to actually make that happen. So you can tune in to what your ideal fairy tale day-to-day life would look like. And that's from the 19th onwards. The sun goes into Sagittarius, on the 21st of November. So happy birthday, Sagittarius. But for you, again, Libra, it goes into your 3rd house of communication, firing up the way you think and communicate and speak, and you feel, and the sense of optimism and the exchange of information and just the potential of what you can achieve in your life looks much more positive. So you really start to look around and say, oh my God, I'd love to do this, and I want to travel here, and I want to study this course, and I want to talk to her and tell this joke. It's like this sense of excitement. So that begins to build here now on the 21st, and your identity is really fulfilled by doing those kind of things. So go to dinner parties, go tell funny stories, you'll love it. That gets stronger and stronger and stronger, and by the time the 29th of November comes in, or appears, we've got the new moon happening. The moon has now joined the sun, it's sitting on top of it, and it's pulling in even more Sagittarius energy. So we've got the midheaven, Saturn, Mercury, all sitting in Sagittarius in your 3rd house. So you're going to be the most communicative and most passionate and most creative of all the signs when it comes to your communicative output, whether that's writing or performing or public speaking or telling jokes or whatever. You're really, really going to enjoy that kind of intellectual, communicative, chatty kind of side of life. So really have fun with that. I mean, it's a great time of year to experience that, because, you know, we do come together with other people around this time of year that we don't usually see. So have a wonderful, wonderful November. If you'd like a private reading with me about things that are going on for you personally in your love life or in your finances, if you want to look at what your life purpose is when it comes to career, and you want me to have a look at your birth chart based on the exact specifics of where you were born and when you were born and what time you were born, then we can do that. Go to gregoryscott.com and order your reading with me there. Just click on the readings tab. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you next month.